I'm Matthew Shack, and you're listening to The Flow Sports Radio Show. Once again, Golden State does what they do best. They embarrass people on national TV with a very, very impressive victory, 110-77. It's looking like bombs over Baghdad. All I can say is this. I want to go ahead and give Golden State a message. And that message to Golden State is, hurry up and sweep them, man. If you're going to sweep them, hurry up. Because that last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter was absolute murder to watch. And Golden State's looking, as I've said since the beginning in episode 1, they're looking invincible. They're doing exactly what they want, when they want, how they want. And it's looking like the difference between an 8th grade team playing against varsity. It's looking that bad. So I would ask Golden State, do us a favor. I'm sure Golden State Warrior fans will be very happy with a sweep. I want it to hurry up and be football season. So if you're going to sweep. The message to Cleveland is, I'm very disappointed to watch, as a fan of the game, what I've been seeing. And I'm not going to be an apologist for LeBron James, but I will say this. He is the only person that is playing on his team. He's playing. Nobody else is. Case in point, Kevin Love, a couple years ago when he was still with the Timberwolves, he was the best power forward in basketball. Now all of a sudden, he looks like a shell of himself. He's always hurt. How do you have $120 million sitting in the locker room during the finals? How do you do that? And to Golden State's credit, when they put their foot on the gas, it is on the gas. Draymond Green was absolutely killing them with 28 points, 10 of 11 shooting, 5 of 8 from 3 points, 3-point land. And he balled. He had 7 rebounds and he had 1 turnover. That's playing basketball. You know, everybody is, on the Steph Curry and Klay Thompson tip. But Draymond Green is my favorite Warrior. He is my favorite Golden State Warrior because he's an overachiever. And he plays with a chip on his shoulder. And he knows how it feels to be slighted. And he reminds me of myself when it comes to that. He's a guy that he remembers everything and everybody who ever did anything to him. He remembers that. And I'm the same way. I have never forgotten anything that anybody has ever done to me. And he's the same way as me. On the flip side, LeBron James, he played a decent game. He played a decent game. He had 19 points on 7 of 17 shooting. But the man had 7 turnovers, man. The turnovers that he had were, I'm trying to do everything turnovers. Kyrie Irving is looking very bad in this final. I would rather have had, and I love Kyrie, I would rather have had Mo Williams play. I literally saw the Cleveland Cavaliers quit when they were down by 25, 30 points. I seen them just playing matador defense and quitting. And I saw Tyronn Lue for the second game in a row not doing anything but just sitting there. I didn't see him do anything. And in the fourth quarter, with about 9 minutes left, LeBron was the only person that was talking from the bench. Everybody had their heads down, or they were just looking in the sky, just looking at the clock, trying to hurry up and figure out when the plane leaves to go home. I didn't see any coaching once again from Ty Lue. T. Lue is disappointing me quite a bit. And then to throw Mozgov in finally. You haven't played Mozgov all playoffs. Your rotation is too short to play with Golden State, man. You have to play as many guys as they're playing. You can't just have a 6-man rotation or a 7-man rotation. You just can't do it. Not against them cats. And Steph and Clay were pedestrian tonight. You know, they don't have to play that well. They just need to just play cool. They didn't have bad games, but they didn't have a superstar performance. Neither one of them has had a superstar performance, but they haven't needed to. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Everybody else is killing them. I saw no effort for anybody outside of LeBron James. And I'm not trying to give LeBron James a pass, but unfortunately, he's the only guy that's playing for his team. It's 1 on 12. Literally. And if you want to count the coaching staff, however many coaches there is for Golden State, that's against LeBron too, because I don't see no coaching. I see him clapping his hands, trying to rally guys and do all that. Hey, man, like I said before, like I've told many people, I don't have a problem if LeBron decides to leave, stay. I don't care. If it was me, it's a business decision. I'm trying to figure out if my job is bad. I got a bad job and a bad place to work and bad coworkers. Why do I need to stay there? But then again, he did go back because he was promised things. But if LeBron loses the final, getting used to seeing him lose the finals, but like I said before, he won't be the king anymore. He'll be a former king because you got to give it to Steph Curry because he was the one that was the MVP. But come the NBA Finals, there's not a whole lot of things that Steph needs to do. So I'm not getting all into the numbers and stats of the game, man. It was a blowout, man. It was a clinic. The passing crisp, the amount of unselfish play that Golden State exhibits is just beautiful basketball. It's like they're playing beautiful basketball and the Cavaliers are playing volleyball. Because I saw so many turnovers and bouncing off of hands and, Kyrie got a pass in the corner and just took his eye off the ball and it just went out of bounds. And then I saw no effort on the defensive end from any of those guys. And Draymond's like, look, you going to leave me out here? You going to try me? You really going to try me, man? Okay, I'm going to just keep shooting it. And that's what happened. They just could not compete with the firepower. So, once again, Golden State, do us all a favor. If you're going to sweep, let the game be over by Friday. Let the series be over by Friday, if that's the case. Cleveland, it is a must win on Wednesday. Because no team in the history of the NBA Finals has ever came back from a 3-0 deficit. This isn't OKC in regards to a 3-1, because that had been done 9 times previously in any playoffs or situations. But a 3-0 deficit has never been overcome, and you are not, I said that T with a hard T, not going to come back from a 3-0 deficit against the Golden State Warriors. That's it. That's all. Game on. Game on.